Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Set. 18 Gator.
The mic. Crunch time.
Look at me. Zipper. Say go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3.
Now Lott throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Rip right.
Now Saquon Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the double.
Mike 55. Here we go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Shoot.
On second down, here's Barkley. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
On third down, here's Jones. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
You draw corkers.
A carry here for the big tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 52. Check. Red 80. Check. Red 80. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
80 weapon.
Shit.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
2 jet bombers.
Tight dog.
Lady.
This is Jones. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Jam. Lady. Mike 51.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Locke. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Base.
It's our time.
Go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, That's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
58's the mic. 58.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
Right over there. Yeah.
Hey, Delta.
58, right there.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. Here we go.
Go.
Boys, 58. 58's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He saw the middle was closed, tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking was in the middle, bounced up, stacked up. Now he was outflanked when he tried to get outside. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they are going for it. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. For a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Here we go.
Yes.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Hey. Fine.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go, get excited, let's go. 25-yard line. Right here.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here.
This is caught at the 20, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they're looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. To throw it is Locke. It's Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
51 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
Go, 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 run.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
You better be ready.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Yeah, good job.
Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Red 80.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 51.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Jones has it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Darnold completes it, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
First down. 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D.
Oh, lady.
On the ground with a tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
51 the mic. I'm going to run you over.
Oh, lady.
Run you over.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
18 Gator.
58, right over there, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Deep grip.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, take your socks out back to huddle. Socks out back there, huddle. 58.
Now.
58.
Now.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. They complete it to Hill.
I'm all over you.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go.
That's good for 28 yards.
Go. 60 or. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley.
You ain't doing nothing
And he's
today.
only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment.
Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike check 33. 33.
Here we go. Topper. Get wide. Hit it.
Throwing his lock on third down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and
I don't think
long.
you got it, son. Red 80. You got tape. You got the tape.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Mike 12. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with Jones.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
You ain't doing nothing.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Blue Dan.
Yes. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got
A
6.
10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
No, she's at least.
She's on like the 5th tune at
Yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Darnold. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Buzz!
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch the run. Tighten up.
Yep.
Tighten up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Now, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brings up second and
Hey, Charlie!
at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold, he's going to launch it for Washington. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Greedy Williams
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Smooth.
Darnold now to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Bravo.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to...
Lady. Hey, Echo.
Mike 12.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 12.
80.
Golf.
Tackles. 12 tackles.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready up.
Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Oh, yeah, and here we go.
Now.
Here we go again.
They get it to him running left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lot? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think you pretty much locked this one up.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys